Okay, using elimination when two terms are exactly the same. Technically, they say use the subtraction method, but I don't like the subtraction method because if I draw a line here and make subtract, I have to subtract this one, which is easy, but people mess up because it's 7 minus negative 2d and negative 15 minus 12. So what I do instead is this. I like to make everything an add, and I'm simply going to change and multiply everything by negative 1. And what I love about multiplying by negative 1, there's not really any math involved. You're just flipping all the signs. The positive became negative, the negative became positive, and the positive became negative. Notice the 6c minus 2d equals 12 is now negative 6c plus 2d equals negative 12. And the reason I like this is because now I can just add these, because the 6c's are going to cancel, which would have happened if I'd have done a subtraction up here. But then people go, oh, 7, negative 2, and put 5 when it's really 7 minus negative 2. Or because I flipped the signs here with the negative 1 and adding it, it's 7 plus 2. So I get 9d. And I have the negative 15 plus negative 12 instead of negative 15 minus 12. Either way, you get negative 27. Divide each side by 9. The sign popped up here. Cancels out, so d is negative 3. So I know d is negative 3. So now I need to come up here. I need to put in one of these values here. And I picked the top one. I'm going to take 7 times this negative 3 here. I'm going to plug it in. Thank you, Rufus. Replace d with negative 3, because that's what I was equal to. And I could have put it in this one. It wouldn't have mattered. So I'm going to do 7 times negative 3, which is negative 21, which I'm going to add 21 to each side to solve the equation. And I'm going to divide each side by 6. I have 6c equals 6. And so that means c equals 1. And once again, the question is, it will be 1, negative 3, because c comes before d on that. I'm going to go ahead and work a second one this time. See this 8n plus 12n and 5n plus 12n? Well, here's kind of the same thing. I have two numbers that are the same, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to multiply one of them by negative 1 because I like one to be positive and one to be negative. Now, the reason I chose the bottom one is because the numbers are just smaller. So if you look at this here, I changed the 5 to a negative 5, the 12 to a negative 12n, and negative 1 to positive 1. Now I can just add these together. 8m and negative 5 had to make 3m. The 12n's cancel. 20 plus 1 is 21. Divide each side by 3, and m is 7. So now I'm going to go up here and plug it in. Now I'm probably just going to plug it in the smaller numbered one. So I'm going to take 5 times 7. Thank you, Rufus. Just 35. I'm going to minus 35 to each side. So negative 1 minus 35 is negative 36, which I'm going to divide by 12. So I get 3, and this time m comes before m, so I'm going to write it as 7, negative 3. 7, negative 3.